Hey there, welcome. It's Dana from Moving on the Mat. Today we're going to try to do yoga on the wall. So we're inside, it's dark, it's cold, it's miserable. So I have been trying to do this video all day, but for some reason there's been little mishaps. This is probably the third time, I hope it works, third time the charm. So let's get started. We'll be doing just regular yoga, but a lot of wall yoga too. Since we're inside, the advantage is that this has a lot of walls, and walls are really supportive when you're doing yoga. They can be an advantage. The disadvantage is sometimes you feel a little boxed in. The advantage is that big, like solid spaces that you can work against to help stabilize your body can be very good in yoga. So we're going to try to take advantage of that factor. Sorry that it's a bit dark, but hopefully you can still see me. We're going to start with just warming up our spine and getting things warmed up. So I'm starting in the cat position, hands directly under the shoulder blades, palms grounding, shins grounding. We're going to breathe in, gently look up, then exhale and round out. Let's do 3 more of those. Big breath in, scoop and fill up. Empty out, round out, breathe out. 2 more times. Breathe in, fill up, look up. Round it, arch it, empty it. 1 more time, big breath in. Exhale out, round out. Okay, I'm going to move into a wave cat, so getting things moving a bit more. Breathing in, scooping long, rounding out, sinking back. 3 more times. Big breath in, arch and round. 2 more times. Scoop it low, lift, round, arch, sink. 1 more big cat move. Breathing in, round out to wave. Sink it back to child pose. Relax. Relax and lengthen here. Deep breath in and out. Slowly come up. Let's do some lateral cat moves. Breathing in center. Exhale to look out to the back. Breathe to center. Exhale to the other side. Squeeze out that side oblique. Look to the back wall. A couple more. Breathing in. Empty it out. Squeeze out. Breathe in. Shoulders towards hips. Look out. Last set. Breath in. Exhale out. Breathe in. Empty it out. Okay, we're gonna come into downward dog, just regular down dog first. So again, palms grounding, coming to your back toes, pushing into the back legs and just walking the dog, pedaling the feet, lengthening your spine out, stretching it all out. Full body stretch here, deep breathing. Sink and lengthen back. Okay, and then we're going to take a little break in child pose, relax. Slowly walk the hands up. Okay, so next we're going to do the deep lunge. So it's going to be just a regular deep lunge. I'm going to start with down dog. Lift the right leg up, open that hip up, big stretch up. Step forward towards the front of the mat. Walk those toes up, sink that back leg down. Walking toes a little further and grounding palms beside that front foot. Sink and stretch into it. And deep breathing. And then for the next part, we're going to add a twist. So before we do the twist, we're going to move a little closer to the wall, just a little bit. And then we're going to come up with both arms and open the arms and shoulders towards the wall. And again, I'm just opening my arms, using the wall for support here to open through the shoulders and chest and arms. Deep breath in and out. Stretching and lengthening it all out. Come back to the floor. Walk fingertips back. Bring the toes up, folding forward. Hamstring stretch here. Just pulling it back a little, the toes coming up. Then I'm going to slide that foot in just a little, ground the foot, and I'm going to come into triangle forward bend. So coming into that front foot, into the back toes, and straightening both legs out. Triangle pose, deep breathing and lengthening those legs, stretching out those hamstrings. Okay, from here, I'm moving into a balance, using the wall for support. So I'm going to shift forward, coming into half moon. So Right hand right beside the front foot, and left arm comes up and opening that hip up, leaning against the wall into a half moon balance. So it's a big balance. You're opening the hips, chest, lengthening arms and legs, deep breathing out, and the wall is my support. So normally, that's a pretty scary balance. But because you got the wall there, you can really lean into it and really experience it. So we're going to come all the way up, and I'm actually going to come to a wide leg forward bend. So wide leg forward bend. So just sinking forward, and again, this is also using the support of the wall a little bit, resting sort of the glutes and legs against the wall, folding forward, breathing deep, and then coming back up, all the way up. All right, so I'm going to show another variation on doing a forward bend with the wall support. This is a little more intense, so legs can be together like Uttanasana or a bit wider, which is more like dragonfly, but our back and spine will be against the wall. So what you're going to do is come down, walk in a little, and just lean into the wall, bring the back against the wall. Bring your feet in as close as you can, hands grounding, deep breathing, lengthening the spine, folding into it, and back up. So that is a little more intense, but worthwhile to try. So I'm going to do the lunges on the other side. So I'm going to face this way, opposite leg forward. First of all, coming into this deep lunge. And then you can see a little bit what I'm doing from behind. So walking hands forward, sinking palms into the ground beside that front foot. Deep breath in and out. Okay, and I'm trying to get close to the wall for this next part. I'm going to pull back, get a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Deep breath in and out again, hamstring stretch out. Bring that foot in, and I'm going to turn towards the wall. So again, it's a bit of a twist here. I'm opening the shoulders, stretching it out. The closer you get to the wall, the better. And just use that wall for support to open the shoulder blades and arms, looking out. Deep breath in and out. Come back down to the floor with both hands. We're going to come back into the back toe, stepping into triangle forward bends, both legs long, folding forward towards that front leg. Okay, and then I would use the wall for support. So in this case, I gotta use this wall. Opposite leg, leg comes out, arm comes up. I lean back into the wall, open chest, back, shoulders, hands grounding, and foot grounding on the front, but hip and shoulders and back opening towards the wall for support. Back in, I'm just gonna do one more forward fold, sinking into it, and just lengthening everything out. Okay, so we're going to come down to the ground next, but before we do that, we're going to use the wall for one more big stretch, one more big hip, knee, ankle stretch, and that's the Malisana. So legs are wide, toes out just a little, and I'm going to lean as much as I can to the wall, sink back into the wall, open the hips up, and hands at the heart here. I'm just sinking back, opening the chest a little, hips a lot, stretching out those knees and ankles, deep breath in and out. Okay, good. Relax. Let's come down to the ground. And for the next bit, we're going to do some more big hip stretches, ham stretches, and a bit more restorative poses. So these are slower, bigger stretches. I'm going to lean right against the wall for the next one. We're going to bring legs up the wall. So this is really restorative stretch, and from this pose, we're going to move into a few more hip and hamstring stretches. So hip against the wall, extending legs up overhead. Try to get as close to the wall as you can, and legs come straight up. Just relax here. Keeping legs parallel, just resting. And again, this is a great exercise for venous return. If you have swollen feet, if you have emphysema, swelling in the legs, tired feet, this is very good to restore. If you have restless leg syndrome, can't sleep, this again is a great exercise. And we're just going to hold it here for like 10, 20 seconds, maybe 30. But you can hold it for 10, 20, 30 minutes if you really want it to, for a really restorative, preparing, relaxing yoga exercise. And again, you can make it more comfortable for yourself by putting like a blanket or a towel under the head or anything under the hips if you prefer that. Just make it as comfortable as you can. We're going to go into the next exercise, which is legs wide. So big hamstring stretch, inner thigh stretch. And again, just holding here. Again, wall is supporting you. Wall is helping you get a little deeper into the stretch. We're going kind of against gravity. We're just going with gravity actually for this one. We're just letting everything sink towards the ground. Deep breath in and out. Hands can be at the sides or on the belly. Just relaxing, deep breathing. And we're going to come back into legs up the wall. Hip width apart. And we're going to do a couple more variations. So one of them is going to be a supine twist. So you can have the legs just slowly roll to one side, sinking to the ground. Again, your arms just rest down and out to the side body. Relaxing here, getting a little bit of hamstring hip stretch. Deep breathing. And you turn back up slowly, maybe one leg at a time. And then try the other side down slowly. And again, supine twist. Just sinking to the ground, kind of letting everything just rest against the wall. Shoulders rest against the floor. Deep breath in and out. When you're ready, returning back to center. So one leg at a time, pull it back up. Back to legs up the wall. Relaxing and holding. Deep breathing. Okay, we've got a couple more variations from this. So again, these are normally stretches we do on the ground. We're going to take it to bound ankle pose or butterfly pose. Soles of the feet coming together, leaning the feet against the wall, opening the hips a little, and you can just stay here for, again, just as long as you want, 10, 20, 30, 40 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes if you want. Just letting the hips release and open. Okay. And then we're going into another hip stretch with one leg coming on top of the wall and one leg coming on top of the other. And this is figure 4, keyhole, big hip stretch. You're going to use one hip foot against the wall, sink the hips towards the ground, one leg on top, big hip stretch. Just deep breath in and out, feeling that stretch. One leg at a time. I'm going to switch it up to the other side. Opposite leg comes on top, resting that ankle on top, sinking the hips down. Feeling that hip stretch, deep breath in and out. And back to both feet on the wall, relax to the ground. Take a little break here with legs at the wall. I'm going to show one other favorite exercise I like to do using the wall like this with the feet on up the wall. And that is moving slowly into shoulder stand. So it's actually more like a partial shoulder stand. We're not doing the full shoulder stand. But what we're going to do is we're going to bring the feet under the wall, lift through the hips, lift and lift up, bring the hands behind the hips, and maybe one leg up, practicing shoulder stand, maybe 2, and then the other, and then down, and just gradually return down to the ground. Okay, so you can do that 2 or 3 times just to get yourself into the shoulder stand. So again, hips come up, hands come up, one leg or 2 legs, holding for as long as you want. Deep breath in and out. Partial shoulder stand. It's an inversion, so it's a little more intense. And then slowly come back down. Okay, let's take one more minute with just legs up the wall. If you want to have a variation, legs wide in this case for me, you can. But just relax here for a breath or 2. And again, really restorative poses, slowly moving in and out of them, not trying to rush, hopefully. And any of those ones are good for the hips, good for the hamstrings, and a little bit more stabilizing for hips and joints because we're using the wall to help us. Okay. And then eventually we're just going to come back down to the ground. And we're going to finish this yoga session with a little deep breathing. So just take your time, rolling back up, coming back into sitting. And we're going to finish this last bit with just a couple more stretches and a little bit of deep breathing. So let's bring one hand up, one hand behind the back, simple twist, lengthening your spine, just looking out to the back wall. Deep breath in and out. Turn to center. Let's try the other arm across to the opposite knee. Lengthen your spine. Look out to the back. Deep breath in and out. And then we'll bring the hands together, round forward, stretch forward, lengthen that spine, lift up to the ceiling tall, and then bring the shoulders back, elbows in, sweep around the back, open the heart chakra, open the chest and shoulders, lengthen it all out. Roll it out a few times, loosen up those shoulders. Deep breathing, relaxing, other direction, forward, a couple times. Excellent. Okay, so from here, we're just going to do some sitting and breathing. So let's take 1 minute of just our own relaxed sitting and breathing. So legs are in easy pose. If you prefer bound angle pose or half lotus, that's fine too. Just resting the elbows on top of the knees, quieting the mind. Breathing deep from the belly all the way through to the chest and back. Exhale it all out. Again, eyes open or closed, your choice. One more big breath in and out. Okay, good. So we're going to try expanding through the lungs for extended exhalation. We'll just take a minute for that, and then maybe we'll do one more breathing exercise to end off. So this one is just like the name suggests. We're going to slowly extend the inhale one by one by one. So we'll start with an even breath in 4, even exhale 4, and then grow to 5, then 4, then 6, 4, 7 to 4. The exhale will always be 4. If you want to stop at any time because this becomes a little uncomfortable, that's fine. It's your exercise. Just listen to your own body. This does help with people who have low blood pressure, and it also builds the lung capacity. But again, for some people, it might be a little hard to go all the way to 10. So don't feel you need to go all the way if you don't want to. I'm going to count. You are breathing. Let's get started. Here we go. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. We're going back to deep breath in and out. Just regular breaths in and out. And hopefully you got all the way to 10. If not, that's perfectly fine. Just keep track of it. Again, we're working on lung capacity specifically with that one. Always with the breathing exercises, there's some attention to building lung capacity, but particularly with that one. And we're going to finish off with a bit of square breath. So this is very simple, very easy too. We'll do a couple boxes of 4 or 5. So it's a square or box breath. Again, we're going to breathe in, then we're going to hold, then we're going to exhale and hold on empty, and it's all going to be an even number. We're going to start with the breathe in 4, hold 4, exhale 4, empty 4, and eventually we'll get to a few boxes or squares of 5. So again, I'm counting. If you can just focus on the breathing, just do what you can, do as much of it as you can. Feel free to stop and go back to regular breathing whenever you feel you need to. Okay? So let's get started again. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath, nothing in or out. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, holding on empty. Again, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold it. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, holding on empty, nothing in or out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, holding on empty. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold your breath. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding on empty. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it. Exhale out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, just holding on empty, nothing in or out. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding on empty. Back to breath in. Just take a couple deep full breaths here, quieting the mind. Just feeling grounded and centered, hopefully relaxed and stretched out. Thank you so much again for joining me tonight and moving on the mat with Dana. I hope you found this to be a relaxing, kind of different workout, and hopefully the breathing was also relaxing and rejuvenating. I hope you come again. Please send me some likes, comments, anything. I appreciate them all. Take care. Have a good night, day, or evening.